Okay, so this one is from Minnesota. Okay, Minnesota, don't you know? So officers responded to an intersection for a single motor vehicle crash. Upon arrival, the officers observed a vehicle to be empty, unoccupied, right?
Okay.
So the officers located a female near the crash site sitting on a sidewalk. Her pants were down to her ankles, and she appeared to have urinated herself. You ever see 4 Year Old Virgin?
Yes.
Remember he was like doing the peripheral vision? He was like looking for the drunk chicks. Like, but he said like, and then like he picked out a girl that was like passed out, and the guy said too drunk.
Too drunk. Yeah, well, sounds like she's got that going.
Officers also observed a possible head injury. So now this is obviously going to be at least, this is probable cause that this is our driver. Right?
Yeah, there's a lot of indicators.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably above reasonable suspicion here. So upon looking into the vehicle from the outside, the officers observed burnt tinfoil containing white residue and what appeared to be a meth pipe. All right, this story's getting good.
Okay.
The female had her purse next to her that she would periodically grab and hold close to her. I can picture this, right?
Okay.
The EMS arrived on the scene. They transported her. The officers believed that the driver to be under the influence of a controlled substance because of all these factors, right? And they applied for a search warrant for blood. However, the officers also searched her purse and found a small amount of powdery substance, and it tested positive for cocaine. Are we good?
That's an interesting kind of fact pattern there, huh? So when we look at this here, yeah, like you kind of touched on what we're talking about was that, PC, that she was the driver, she was the one in the vehicle.
That's right.
I think even with what's going on here, vicinity, immediacy of it, it's kind of all happening right now.
That's right.
So I don't think there's a question with that. So when we start talking about now her searching her purse, that she appeared to have a very strong privacy interest in there, right? My stuff here, because she knew what's going on. So I'm going to ask you a question, because I know we've spoke about this before. How damaged is that vehicle? So my initial thought pattern is kind of traveling down the automobile exception.
Okay, so let me tell you so look, as far as getting into that vehicle for the actual cocaine that they found in plain view,
then drawing that nexus, was to believe the person, we never saw the person in the car, or we're just doing, because did they arrest her at the time, or she just went with
they're not really saying arrest. They're saying that she's been transported. So here's the deal. Okay, so look, he's not asking about searching the vehicle,
right?
However, since you brought it up, I will tell you that the motor vehicle exception for blue to gold, we teach 4 things. In order to search a vehicle in a motor vehicle exception, we want probable cause, check. They see the white powdery substance in plain view, in the burnt tinfoil, whatever,
right.
or the pipe.
Right, no issue.
We want the car cannot be on curtilage, check. It's on a roadway. The vehicle has to be readily mobile. However, man, Mike, courts bend over backwards
because it clearly was.
It was mobile, correct, and that's what they're going to probably say.
Right. And if we're talking about the reasonableness of here, that dope was in the car when it was mobile. So even if it's rendered, I think rendered immobile.
They're not going to.
The PC.
That's right.
Wasn't seen till after, but I think we're in line with that.
I have seen a case out of Georgia, and I do like Georgia case law. They actually I agree with a lot of it, but they did say a vehicle that was found during a crash that was totaled, and then they developed the PC after the crash that they didn't like the motor vehicle exception.
But the component to that was the PC was developed after.
Well, this is developed after.
Yes, but I think there was an argument compelling that it was before too. We didn't see it until after. However,
but that the drugs. Okay, I like that. So I'll take that.
Yeah,
I'll take that.
All right.
So that changed the facts, changed the answer, and then you search it as if you had a warrant. So getting to the vehicle, I think. Look, if I was on scene today, 2023, if I was a sergeant, I would say search the car. Okay. The second thing is, can we get into the purse?
Now I'm going to go on kind of the same thing I'm thinking here. I'm still putting that purse in the car at the time with her as part of a container in that car. You think I'm way off?
Yeah, you're way off. That's not way off. That's strong language, but where
was it before?
It was likely in the car.
Okay.
But I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like the fact that usually when it comes to these container cases, it's the fact that the container was associated with the vehicle at the time of the probable cause. It's not.
Meaning if someone's like, I'm in it, you see it, you develop your probable cause, and they get out of the car with it, you're like, no,
it's staying.
That stays.
And I've seen cases where the cops allow people to like take their property with them. They develop the probable cause for the car. Now they want to get into the purse, and you know, I don't, that's a little dirty, just, you know, but look, I actually have a cleaner solution for this.
Okay.
You ready for it?
I'm ready.
Search incident to arrest. So I'm not saying it's going to work, but I'm saying it's our best chance here, because at the time of the search, did they have probable cause to arrest her?
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. There's a fair probability she possessed cocaine while driving. So why not?
And the DUI component, or
that's right.
Influence of alcohol.
Oh,
absolutely. So either
that's either one, right?
Yeah.
So why not just call it, the court at least, right? Objectively, why not just call it a search incident to arrest, and that's how you get into the purse, you know, or inventory, whatever you're gonna.
And that's important because of this, right?
Yes. So some states, and actually, this is Minnesota, so this is the 8th Circuit. Yeah, it's 8th Circuit. So they don't actually have a case on point in this. But anyway, some courts are saying, hey, once the purse has been detached from her, it no longer is search and arrest. We have to do like an inventory or whatever. But she is holding on to it, and at the time of the arrest, do they have probable cause to arrest her? They do. So just call it a search and arrest. This is not a clean case, okay? This is not a slam dunk, 2 high fives. It is a little tricky, but I think ultimately it does come in.
I agree.
Okay. Okay, Rick, do we have anybody that wants to ask a question?
Yeah, ask.
Hey guys, let's have somebody on deck here. So, Vincent, also Rick, we got to get a mic for you, by the way, because I can't. Sometimes people ask questions I don't see. So Vincent says, what was the 4th part of the motor vehicle exception? So probable cause, not on curtilage, readily mobile or apparently mobile, you know, and Mike does bring up a good point about before the crash, and then search it as if you had a warrant.
Scope thinking. Where can you look?
So if she was still within the car and took it out with her, I would say yes, search the purse. Actually, that'd be the easiest solution, because then you had the motor vehicle exception.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.